masterminds. One of the ones I saw that you posted I found so interesting was the ones you did in Dubai. I really like the style, like the whole like seats, and there's like a bunch of people. Mike Thurston, right? He was one of them, and I feel like I'm butchering so many names. I don't know why. I need to get better at like the names, but I saw that video and there's another guy. He's also very big in the space. He lives in the Palm. Charlie, is that his name?
Charlie Morgan. Yeah.
Charlie Morgan, yeah. And I really like the style of those. Now, how does that come about? Like how does that work? What is it like?
Yeah, well, the reason that I wanted to do one was because the masterminds that I've been in have really changed my life. Really, like I would not be here today without the masterminds. So I always wanted to have my own mastermind eventually, but I wanted to wait till the time was right. And I just tested it, you know, when I'd sold the last, in fact, no, it wasn't. It was actually when I still owned the last company. I started my own mastermind. And I just did like 12 people, you know, so I posted on like my Instagram and I asked some friends. And one of the first people to ever buy a ticket to my mastermind was Charlie Morgan. He was one of the first ever attendees. And he's attended every event that we've ever done now, which is cool up to now. And yeah, my first ever mastermind, I just tried it, 12 people, and it was super fun. You know, and then the second one we did, Mike Thurston attended, then we did about 20 people, and that was really fun. Then we went a bit bigger, we did like 30 people. Last time we did 40 people. This time we're doing 50 people for the event at the end of March. So it's still like a boardroom. You know, it's not like a conference thing. Like we've got this big U-shaped boardroom that everyone sits around. I stand at the front and I'm just like, what do you guys want to talk about? You know, and then we just solve everyone's problems together. So good, man.
I have an interesting idea for you for this because I saw you guys put like one video of what it's like to be in like the mastermind, because it's really hard for people to like imagine like the POV of it. Just get one guy there, like just like, get him there and let him have the thing.
That's
just
a good
to
idea.
feel it. Just like because it's a very interesting room. It's a very like people just don't understand like what it means to be there. The fact that you can just ask questions right in front of you, getting connected to other people around you. Like seeing it from a camera POV, yeah, I get that, but like just there, and then when you look to your left, there's that guy. Oh yeah, that guy's making 21.
Yeah.
There's like, you know, I think that would be interesting. That would be interesting.
Some people said that to me. Like they said, like it was so cool to be in the room and you look over there and you see Mike Thurston.
Yeah.
You look over there, Charlie Morgan. You look over there, Jack Hopkins.
There's all this YouTube, you know, this YouTube thing.
It's-
Oh my God, there's so many. Like, who do you put in the thumbnail? This one, that one, all of them together. So I think that would be cool if there's just one guy, and like he actually like asks questions too. The thing is, I don't know which one of the guys would be down for that.
Yeah.
Just need a prop guy. Just sits there. This doesn't know anything about
Yeah.
this niche.
Dude, you can't beat masterminds, man, because we're all in this online world and getting in person is quite rare, especially getting all the big guys in a room. That is hard. That's rare. But that's what a mastermind is. It's all the biggest people and some of the smaller people in one room.
And it's good for content. Like a lot of
great.
people use the content and stuff like that. There was like even Alex Hormozy does his own, but he always, man, he takes it to the next level each time. Oh my God,
Yeah.
he's a machine.
He
this
is a
guy.
machine, man.
Literally a machine. Doesn't stop. I don't know how.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone has their own system, and you just have to figure out what that system is. He's that ultra productivity guy. The other one is like they can just like wake up, do the work, and then eat something. Yeah.
You know what? That makes me think, for me, the less hard I try, the more results I get.
What do you mean by that?
It's like, I remember I was speaking at a mastermind in Bali a few months ago, and someone said to me like, right, Will, how did you blow up your YouTube channel? I said, well, I don't know. They were like, well, no, but what's your strategy? I was like, well, I mean, I don't really have one. I just make videos for fun, you know, and I just like record them on my iMac camera. And they were like, how do you script them? I was like, I don't script them. He was like, how do you make your thumbnails? I was like, I just take them from the video. And he was like, what length should I do them? I was like, I don't fucking know. Just do whatever length you want, you know.
Just do it sometimes.
Yeah, just like get it done. And he was like, he couldn't understand that I just make the videos for fun. You know, I don't have a big plan. I don't script them. I don't even know which ones will do well. Well, no, I don't have a clue because no one knows. And the more that I just have fun, that's when I make the most money. In fact, one of my mentors once said to me, when you no longer need to make money, that's when you'll make the most money that you've ever made. Right?
Because you don't care. You're not.
It's like
you
an
don't
energy
the
thing,
process.
you know, because in my last business, man, I remember we would push so hard, man. We would fucking just push the team and give them incentives, constantly do meetings, constantly do call reviews, constantly test this, split test this, blah, blah. And we were trying so hard to grow that business. And we just drove stress up, anxiety up, profit margin down, and the stress of the team up. And it was difficult. And we made very good money and we scaled far, but it was very difficult. It was very stressful. It was very all-consuming, and it was not nice. So that's why when I sold it, I was like, right, fuck that. I'm not doing that again. I'm just going to chill now and just focus on fun and enjoyment and profit rather than trying to scale to the moon. And just YouTube just started blowing up. Clients just started coming to me. Like right now, we're the busiest that we've ever bloody been. And when I'm just like, let's just let it happen, man. Let's just have, I was saying to a new closer, we just hired a third closer. He was like, right, I'm going to try and be in KPI by February 15th. And I'm going to try and get my close rate to this percentage. I was like, dude, fucking chill. That's not how we work here. Just enjoy the calls, sell with integrity, you know, only close people that you know that we can help, and just enjoy it and just enjoy the calls. And the closes will come. And that's exactly what's happened. So sometimes you've just got to not do what everyone says to do. You know, like doing the opposite has always served me very well.
Mm-hmm. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. I think just like sometimes just sitting down and just thinking, like, is what I'm doing making sense? Like, is that actually working? Am I just doing it for the sake of doing it?
Yeah.
Do these thumbnails matter? Does that matter? You know, it's a very, very interesting thing. Now Mike, Thurston, when he came to the mastermind, so is he also like a client of yours? Like, do you also like coach him on stuff? Because it was really interesting. I thought he was working like with Iman's team. I think that was one thing he was talking about in the video.
Yeah.
But he's also working with you guys. And I see him as someone who like he doesn't like, whenever he also talks about it, he feels weird because it's like there's people who are texting me who are asking me how do I do it. But then when I do actually put the thing, then there's a lot of negativity and people telling me so.
Yeah.
I think he struggles with that a lot, and it's a weird thing, you know?
Yeah. Mike was a one-to-one coaching client before the mastermind, right? And I actually met him at a dinner. So one night, a buddy invited me for dinner, and I went, and I was sat next to Mike Thurston because he happened to know Mike as well. And then me and Mike were chatting about what I do, what he does. And I was talking to one of my friends, James, about his mastermind and my mastermind. And Mike was like, what's a mastermind? I was like, oh, well, it's where you get people together and you do kind of stuff. You know, we talk about business, do activities, have dinners and stuff. And he was like, could I do a mastermind? I was like, yeah, 100% you could. And he was like, can you help me do it? So I was like, right, come into the one-to-one coaching program and I'll do it for you and I'll help you to do it. So he came into the program. We launched his first mastermind. We did just above 100,000 cash in a day, in 22 hours. Sold it out in a day. Then he did a few more after that. And then he kind of went off on his own from there. And then we were having coffee one day. And I was telling him about my next mastermind. And he was like, can I come? And I was like, yeah, dude, come to the mastermind for sure. So he attended that one that you see on YouTube. That was the one that he came to. And then he went and built his other offer with Iman's team, the course thing. But yeah, some people, Mike's reputation is immensely important to him.
Yeah.
And I think he'd prefer, you know, the utmost integrity than more income, you know. And you've kind of got to find a balance. And I'm kind of in the middle as well. I would never do anything that would fuck my reputation. It ain't worth it. But I do want to push as far as I can. It's just finding the balance for you, you know.
I think it's just from what I see. I haven't spoken to anything, but like from what I see is because he talks about it on his podcast too. Sometimes it's like what I feel like is like he deep down doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
And he just sees that opportunity of it, and that's what ends up bothering him because the problem is when you're in that stage, and then when you, in what position I might say that I'm just saying like, you know, what I think it's like. Then when you do it, it's always gonna be on your mind because this is one of those things. When you do it, just let it be, and don't try to go explain to your audience. Don't try to do this. Don't try to do that. That's when it gets tricky. because he has crazy amounts of experience, knows exactly what he's talking about. He's grown his YouTube,
Yeah.
stayed consistent. He's been doing it for a long time, and there is the right people you can actually say it to, right? But then it comes back to that, like, are you okay with your comments for like 3 videos being like, oh, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Are you okay with that?
Yeah, I mean, Mike has worked very hard to build a fantastic audience. He's very well respected, very, very well liked. I love him. I just think he's phenomenal. He works so hard. And he's right to protect that. You know? And I wouldn't say that launching a course causes damage.
Enjoyed this segment? Click the link in the description for the full episode. And if you like what we do, please subscribe.